Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Haven Light. I'm Emily, and today we're diving deep into one of the most sacred, often misunderstood truths on the spiritual path. Divine union isn't always physical. I know, that may not be what your heart wants to hear at first, but I promise you, by the end of this video, it will be exactly what your soul needed to remember. Because divine union is not just about romance. It's not about happily ever after endings, and it's definitely not about fixing someone or being chosen. It's about becoming. It's about embodying wholeness, and it's about walking the path of sacred love, even when the other half of your soul isn't walking beside you in the way you dreamed. So what is divine union really? Divine union is a soul contract between two beings who were never separate in the higher realms. You knew each other before you had names. You moved together through lifetimes, sometimes as lovers, sometimes as mirrors, sometimes as protectors and destroyers of each other's illusions. In this lifetime, when you finally cross paths, there's a recognition. It's not infatuation. It's not lust. It's a remembrance. A silent whisper in the soul that says, "Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you." Divine union is a reunion of sacred masculine and sacred feminine frequencies. Whether those expressions are carried in male, female, or non-binary bodies doesn't matter. What matters is the energetic alchemy. But here's the truth I've had to live to understand. Not all divine unions are meant to last in the physical realm. Some are meant to awaken you. Some are meant to ignite your mission. Some are meant to break you open so God can pour through. Here's some signs you've met your divine counterpart. You may have experienced a magnetic pull you can't explain. Instant soul recognition, often with past life flashes or dreams. Deep emotional triggering, especially abandonment, rejection, or unworthiness. Telepathic or energetic communication. Synchronicities, angel numbers, animal sounds around their presence. Life suddenly shifting, breaking apart, or accelerating after you meet them. If you've ever experienced these, chances are you're in some form of divine union dynamic. But again, don't romanticize it. Because the real question isn't, are they my twin flame? It's, what is this connection awakening in me? Let's talk about the sacred ache. That longing, that bone-deep pull towards someone who may be unavailable, distant, self-destructive, or simply gone. You wonder if you imagined it. You question if it was all one-sided. You beat yourself up for feeling too much, too long, for someone who seems to feel so little. I want to say this to your heart right now. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not obsessed. You're connected. But what you do with that connection determines your growth or your collapse. Because divine union isn't about chasing someone. It's not about fixing or convincing them. It's about allowing the fire they lit in you to refine you, not consume you. There are many reasons why your divine counterpart may not walk the physical path with you. Free will. They may not choose the healing required for union. Addiction or trauma loops. They may be stuck in survival mode. Soul contracts. They may have come only to activate your next level, not to stay. Or you have other missions. Your path may require solitude or a different kind of partnership. This doesn't mean you're being punished. It doesn't mean they didn't love you. It means the purpose of the union was greater than your personal happiness. That's a hard truth, but it's a liberating one. Because once you realize that divine union is about awakening, you stop waiting for someone to come back and start becoming the one you were sent here to be. Becoming the union within. This is where the real alchemy begins. When you stop asking, why aren't they here? And start asking, what part of me is still not fully here? Divine union, when it's not physical, becomes a powerful catalyst for inner union. You begin healing your inner child, reclaiming your voice, setting sacred boundaries, activating your soul mission, and becoming the embodiment of the love you once hoped they would give you. You didn't just survive the separation, you alchemize it. You turn longing into purpose. You transmute heartbreak into leadership. You become the voice for others who haven't yet made it through. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm here. And maybe it's why you're here too. Even when your counterpart is not physically present, the connection doesn't disappear. You may still feel their emotions, sense their presence, receive messages in dreams, or hear their higher self during prayer or meditation. But now you begin to discern. Is this connection feeding my purpose or draining my energy? There comes a time when you have to say, I honor this love, but I no longer carry their healing for them. That's not abandonment, that's alignment. Sometimes they do return, not always, but sometimes they wake up. They see what they lost, they remember who they were before the fall. And if that moment comes, you'll know. But by then, you won't need them to complete you, because you'll already be whole. You'll be standing in your mission. You'll be rooted in your peace. And if you say yes to them, it won't be out of desperation. It will be out of sacred choice. And that is real union. To the one watching this in tears, wondering if you'll ever be held the way you hold, this is your confirmation. You are not crazy. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You were chosen to carry a frequency of love that terrifies the unready. But that love is real, that ache is holy, and that purpose you feel rising through the pain, that's God, that's mission, that's you. You don't need to be loved in return to be lovable. You don't need to be chosen by them to be chosen by heaven. If divine union isn't physical right now, I invite you to stop waiting. Don't wait to write the book. Don't wait to build the business. Don't wait to share your voice. Don't wait to heal. They may come, they may not, but you are here. And the world needs what you carry. Because sometimes the most sacred union is the one between you and your own soul. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Let's hold space for one another, without shame, without judgment, without needing to fix anything. Just presence. If you'd like to go deeper with me in a private session or healing journey, you can find details in the description. This is what I do. I help others remember who they are, especially when the ache makes them forget. And finally, if no one's told you today, you are worthy, you are sacred, and you are not alone. Until next time, I'm Emily, and this is Haven Light.